Amy Medford with Medford Knife and Tool. Knives on the Table are for Wild About Sporting Goods. They are in Houston, Texas, previously known as ProSource. Gil and Paul are our son and father team. Phone number is 1-800-203-0233. And again, it's wildaboutsportinggoods.com. Let's see what's headed his way. All right, so we have two of the Necromancer. And these are our newest neck knife. This came out at 2020 SHOT Show. So there are not too many of these out here. I have a tumbled and a PVD, Necromancer neck knives. And these come with the adjustable Kydex sheath. So it's got this sliding paracord wrap so that you can adjust the length to it and wear it around your neck. Super cool, super cool. All right, Smooth Criminal, PVD blade, hardware, and clip with the yellow, I'm gonna say Dijon yellow handles, Smooth Criminal. Then we have a Swift Auto, tumbled drop point blade, blue handles, standard hardware, and clip. We have a Slim Midi Marauder, and this is one of our abalone. So the abalone is a PVD base on the handle, and then it's flamed, and it gets this, it depends on how you rotate it, but it has this kind of an abalone finish. It's not super iridescent because the armor lube that we use is very resilient to any heat treating, but you can see it as you rotate it. It's got a very cool flaming pattern. So that's an abalone handle, brushed and flamed clip, looks like blue hardware, and it's S35 PVD Tanto Slim Midi. And it looks like we have a Mizuchi. This is made with 20 CV. Again, this is one of the 2020 fixed blades that we debuted what seems like eons ago, a few weeks after we came home, and then the 2 years of COVID happened, unfortunately. But this was at that 2020 show. So 20 CV Mizuchi fixed blade. I love the G10 handles. It looks like a target practice. It's got that bullseye laser engraved into it. It's got a very cool feel to it. Just a wonderful little fixed blade. Then we have a Micro Petroleum T 3V PVD drop point with pinstriped blade and handles. All silver. And pinstriping anyway. Nice chamfering done around the clip and the handles and the blade. And again, that's a 3V drop point. Genesis tie. So this is our, let me make sure here. Oh, no. So we have a FAF and we have a tie. And we have a Genesis T. We're going to lay them all down here. So we have a Genesis T, 0.190 inch blade, 0.187 inch handles, FAF, 0.190 inch blade, fat handles, so 0.187 handles. I'm sorry, these are 0.125. I apologize. On the Genesis and the Micro and the T, the handles are 0.125, 0.190. The FAF has the same blade as the Genesis T, and it has the handles of the tie. And then the third in sequence here is the Genesis tie, 0.260 inch thick blade and 0.190 inch. So we have the Genesis tie with the 3V satin tanto billowing American flag on the handle, blue hardware, and a brushed blue clip. And the FAF, the blend of the two, the hybrid of the two, 3V satin tanto again, aquamarine handles with falling leaf, flamed hardware, and a brushed and flamed clip. And then we have two Genesis T's. The first one is S35 tumbled tanto with violet falling leaf handles, flamed hardware, and looks like it is a brushed and flamed clip. It's got predominantly bronze with a little bit of blue and icy silver on there. And then this one I refer to as Blades of Grass. Very cool sculpting. Again, this is hand sculpted. It's got violet and bronze blades of grass on the handles, bronze hardware, and a brushed bronze clip. And that's a 3V tumble drop point. Then we move into the 187 drop points. We have a D2 tumble blade, tumbled handles. This is our classic Warthog with the rivets and star bars. So it definitely harkens back to a World War II era, bright blue pivots and spacers and clip. There's the over travel and the rivets on the spring. Super cool. This one's here is very unique. I can say that as of today, we've probably sculpted a total of 3 187 drop points. So this is an exceedingly new development. We have never really offered sculpting as an option. So this is Predator bead blasted cement with brushed bronze, violet flats, flamed hardware, and brushed flamed clip. And you can see the internal hardware in there, the spacers. So that's a 187 drop point, fully sculpted. I can't imagine we'll do that again, but who knows? You never know. En belay with violet bronze recesses and faced silver flats. We have a subtle flamed pivots and a very subtle bronze to violet clip. Then we have an en belay, much like the 187 drop point. No warthog, but we do have the star and bars with the rivets, flamed hardware, and rivets on the spring. Another brushed and flamed clip. Super cool. Proxima S35 tumble blade. Again, just like the en belay we had, it's got violet recesses and faced silver flats, violet pivots, and then the clip is the same thing. So it's almost like a blue violet around the recesses. You can see it down in the MKT marking and brushed to silver flat. So that's the Proxima. Marauder H, S35 tumble drop point, faced and galaxy flamed handle, standard hardware, NP3 breaker, and a brushed and galaxy flame clip. Ah, love that clip. Super cool. The rest are all Fat Daddies, so let's take a look. This is a Fat Daddy shipment. I mean, we're doing a run of Fat Daddies right now, so you'll see them headed out to different resellers. Satin Blade S35. This is our bark finish. It's got aquamarine down in the recesses and a darker blue on the flats. Standard brushed hardware and a silver brushed clip. Next one, S35 Vulcan Blade with the billowing American flag. I love it when the flag looks like it bleeds off onto the blade and that Vulcan finish just takes over. The Vulcan finish here is just fantastic. Lots of pretty color. Blue anodized spring, blue hardware, and look, the laser engraving is on the clip as well. That is just a beautifully unique knife. I love it. This one here, you won't see very many Fat Daddies in D2, but we do have a D2 one here. This is the blade steel that we used to commonly use for many of our folding knives. It's a Vulcan finish with silver flats, and this is the gator belly with bead blasted with silver flats on the peaks. Bronze hardware and a brushed bronze clip. So we have a little bit of silver on the blade, silver in the facets here, bead blasted cement, and brushed bronze clip with bronze internal spacers and pivots. Another bark sculpted Fat Daddy. Again, this one is a 3V, so you see the 3V Vulcan blade. And this is just a bead blasted with silver flats, so no color on the handles. Flamed hardware pulls out the color in the blade really nicely, and a brushed and flamed clip. And here we have another gator belly. This is a single color gator belly, so you know it's interesting because it makes the whole thing look a little different, in my opinion, than the one that's two-tone. Because you see the peaks on this in a different finish than the recesses, whereas on this one, it's just all shiny aquamarine. It's a 3V Vulcan blade and flamed pivots, internal hardware, and brushed and flamed clip. One more star and bars. So this one's got the warthog teeth, the rivets, a small star and bars, and the rivets on the spring with brushed and flamed clip and brilliant blue hardware. And that's an S35 Vulcan. All of these Vulcan blades came out beautifully. 3V Vulcan, another bark, all aquamarine, so a lot of aqua on this one. We typically try to pick blades that complement and pull out some colors. So you can see some light tones here, not many, but I didn't want to have a whole lot of aqua on the blade when the whole handles were aqua. So just real subtle color down here toward the tip and throughout the blade. Brushed and flamed clip, flamed hardware. And the last one of my all-time favorite sculpting, stained glass. S35 Vulcan blade, bead blasted cement with brushed violet facets, stained glass, flamed hardware, and a brushed and flamed clip. Whoa, so if you're a Fat Daddy freak, you can get your freak on with this video. because they're all headed out to Gil and Paul at Wild About Sporting Goods in Houston, Texas. So reach out to them, see what you can get your hands on. Keep watching the videos. Until the next time, peace.